Hey, how's it going, everyone? I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about why are American men so angry right now, okay? Now, there's a lot of misrepresentation out there. There's a lot of people saying things that just ain't true, and I'm going to be honest with you. Men in America really aren't very good at expressing their feelings, and I would say that's probably just men in general, especially when men feel like their feelings have been hurt or that they're pissed off, then they tend to get quiet sometimes. So I'm going to try to just tell you guys some of the reasons, and I'm not going to be able to fit everything into this one video, but I'm going to try to just give you guys some reasons why American men are so angry right now, right? And one thing I'm going to tell you guys is that you guys are really shortchanging white men in general, because I'm going to tell you guys right now, I've been around the world a little bit myself, and I've seen a lot of different cultures, and I've seen a lot of different people, and I'm going to tell you right now, Christian white men are some of the nicest and most generous men on planet Earth, period. And all you got to do is go around the world and look at some of these other countries, especially if you go to places like in the Middle East, like Afghanistan and Iran and Iraq and all these places. Man, they treat women so bad, and children too. They really take advantage of women and children over there, the men do, because they're able to overpower them and control them, man. And American women really don't understand how badly women are treated around the world. American women think that all women around the world can just call the cops, and the cops will just come protect them. And that's not the way it is. If you're in Afghanistan, I was in Afghanistan, so I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about, like I said, I'm not going to be able to fit everything into one video, but I'm just going to try to give you an idea of what's going on, I was in Afghanistan, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you're a woman in America, you don't want to be there. Don't act like you have it as bad as those women do over there, because it ain't even close, okay? We were in Afghanistan for a long time, and Christianity was spreading in Afghanistan, and this is one of the things that really angers Americans right now, is because their Christianity was spreading in Afghanistan, and the people in Afghanistan, including women and children, were doing much better. Women were becoming doctors and lawyers, and Christianity was spreading. And then the government goes and pulls out of Afghanistan after we put 20 years of work in there to try to settle the country. And then they basically just abandoned those Christians, those new sprouting Christians that were finding Jesus Christ. And then this government, the American government, just abandons them, And they abandoned those women that were there, that were doing well, that were becoming doctors. And now those women are being controlled like slaves. And they're forced to wear masks, and they're abused. And it's extremely sad, right? And that's just one example of how men treat women and children around the world. In America, women have it great. And Christian white men are some of the nicest men on planet Earth, right? But we keep getting shortchanged in America, and Americans are literally trying to make us out to be the bad guys. We're not the bad guys. You guys really need to step back, and a lot of you need to travel around the world and see what reality really looks like. And so that you'll stop trying to act like white men are the bad guys. We're not the bad guys. We're actually nice guys. And Americans need to understand that, man, because right now American men are extremely angry because they feel like they've been stabbed in the back. American men feel like they spent the last 100 years protecting you guys, right? American men feel like they spent the last 100 years protecting America, and then when the left gets a little bit of control, they turn around and try to turn the country against white men. And that is basically what happened. I even had black people telling me, hey man, what's going on? How come the government doesn't like white men anymore. They were saying things like that to me. Even black people realized it, man. So of course white men can see it. And it's crazy, man. And the American people need to stop stabbing white men in the back and start realizing that we're not the enemy, all right? White men fought hard for this country, and we fight hard to protect the country. And we fight hard to keep the country nice. And so you need to step back and take a look at who is trying to attack white men. And just maybe those people are trying to weaken the country so that they can take over the country or destroy the country, because they know that white men actually protect the country. All right? So that's just a little tidbit. I appreciate you watching, man. Thanks. Definitely click like and subscribe. And I'm going to put out more videos like this, and I'm going to cover specific topics, man. There's a whole lot to cover. And like I said, white men and men in general just aren't very good at expressing their feelings. So I'm going to try to tell you guys how we feel, whether you agree with it or not. I'm not asking you, well, in some ways, you know, look, whether you agree with it or not, I just want people to know the truth, okay? Thanks for watching. Definitely click like and subscribe. And God bless.